Hello and welcome again at Stocks Advisor channel. Here at our channel, we are looking for interesting buy opportunities for US-based stocks. In today's episode, we will talk about two stocks. It's Boeing, traded at New York Stock Exchange, ticker name BR, and a Snowflake company traded at New York Stock Exchange, ticker name Snow. Well, first we start with Boeing, and it's an intraday analysis for both. So the last candle is still kind of yellow colored, meaning that it's not finished yet. We're still about 37 minutes to trade before the end. And currently the situation here is like this. So we see that the Boeing is recovering quite well from beginning of November, and all companies actually that are, let's say, that were affected by COVID overall strongly are recovering because the vaccine news are closer and closer, and actually all business and markets are really looking forward to open, return to previous levels of business activity. So these prices are going high, and in reverse, of course, for the companies that were doing the most business on the internet, mainly like online trading platforms, this is now volatile. And yeah, trying probably to find what's the future. But that's another discussion. So coming back to Boeing, here on our daily chart, we also have three moving averages depicted. As always, it's moving average 20, 50, and 200, being green, blue, and red lines correspondingly. So here, what do we see for Boeing? Indeed, it did start its recovery sequence from November, really performing quite well. And actually from the level of 145 plus minus, it's already almost at 240, so very significant growth. And still, of course, it's not the end. If you look carefully, we see several steps. So the first step was sitting and moving average 200. Then we made another step, third, and now we're on the fourth step, actually, about probably stabilizing there. And then we might go for the fifth step. Yes or no, we will see. But anyway, even if volatility will start from this point, that next week it will be still very interesting to enter here because profits can be made. So with this having said, for Boeing, also you can see clearly that, for example, moving average 200, although it was declining, but the last part is slightly starting to bend. It's not yet easily visible from these levels by eye, but you can see by analysis it's starting to bend, and this means that some general reversal is coming. Of course, moving averages 20 and 50 are heading up like this, and they're heading up with acceleration, which is very good, meaning that they are going up, so their second derivatives are positive, so it's acceleration move. Also, you look volume trades, really nice today, is not that much, maybe just closer to general noise levels in comparison to yesterday, but still it's good. That means that traders are not that fast to sell big volumes, so they are still believing. Of course, they do for the future of the company, and there are some nice entry levels possible. So with this having said, we can already start from Monday, from next week, actually grow high, or we can do a little bit of correction. So let's be prepared for both cases, because RSI wise, you see we're waving on the top, just trying to go overbought, meaning we can still continue similar behavior. And what is very interesting here at MACD, histogram, you see that starting from November, and this is important, from lower minimum, we did cross it just about 8th of November when we had this big jump, and then we made exactly the same amount of waves as we had steps, and now we are about to start the next one. So it means that even if we go lower, still, as I said, we can do rebounds, but we can even continue upwards move. So here it's very promising, and in this sense, we of course need to look for entries here. And since it's promising situation, it will be advised to buy already in the current levels within the, let's say, the size of this body, and then prepared, if not immediately growing, then prepared for some average down opportunities here. And therefore, let's see what do we have here. So first volatility levels we have, let's quickly draw them. So it's in this here, in this vicinity, then here, actually here, very small. Then another one is at these levels, and then we have, this is actually a real support line, if you look carefully, just at this level. And then we have another support line. Not at all we give that low, because just not possible for Boeing these days just to draw them, because it's already on the chart. So these lines would be S1, S2, and the support volatility lines would be V1, V2, V3, and V4. So if we buy already, should we have some correction movement, it won't go too deep, most probably. So we advise them immediately enter somewhere from 215 in the vicinity of V2, because this will be also where the moving average 20 will be, and if price catches up with it, it will be very, very nice support level here, so we can have another wave upwards. Should we go a little bit lower down, then we can actually just buy anything below V4 and all the way until the moving average 50. That will be by that time also growing and should be actually somewhere here like this. So something like this. So it will be that entry, very nice entry opportunity. And here it's advised to buy with 1-2 approach, meaning that first you buy with the money you would like to play here, you split in 5, then you buy with 1 portion and average down with 2, and again with 2 according to the analysis given here. This way you have the best, let's say, combination of profit versus possible loss and support, and you can play quite safely this way on Boeing. Should the price go up again or just reversive moves, it's still a question how far it might go. If we will start actually from the second circle, most probably we will test the previous height, but we will just advise sell anything higher than V1. If we start from the first one, well, up to you. We usually trade at plus 10%, and plus we exit percent because we better make multiple positive trades. If we really go for stronger correction here, then it might mean for the first circle that we go zigzagging trade, meaning that this was upwards moved and some serious correction takes place. Then you can just either wait longer until having this last part of the zigzag, or you can just exit again somewhere in the vicinity of V2, again with 10% profit. So it's up to you, but the stock is in that sense very safe to play if you follow advice, analysis, and you average down without being too greedy. So that's all for Boeing. Now we go for Snow Company. And that's another big company actually with capitalization of 107 billions, showing very nice secondary move with the classical free red declines 5 trading sessions ago that started. And in that sense, it's kind of truly zigzagging. The intraday candle, we see it's white with some shadow higher. So if this will be there is still a fuel to make one more candle or to open with jump and then starting decline, because moving averages here, again, we have three moving averages 20, 50, and 200 with the same depictions on the left you see. But although moving average red is not here yet, moving average 20 is very accelerative here. So, and that's very interesting. It's very accelerative. Moving average 50 is also going high, though not that accelerative. So what might happen? Huge volatility. So if you like, you might, not of course immediately, because it would be too dangerous. It's more like kiss or kill, so either try or just leave it. But if we open, if when the price will actually go somewhere lower than 360, or to be more precise, actually at the top of the previous candle, so here, so between 360 and this level, the volatility, you can just make a small bite in to play on volatility here and then go higher. Should we then decline, of course, there would be another support levels that you can play with and to enter for the stock. So let's draw them. This would be S1, S2 line. So if it would really decline, then you can make it. So the first entry would be here. Then the second entry would be here, and you can buy with 1 to 2 average down, meaning you first buy with 1 portion, then with 2 portions, altogether 3 portions according to the analysis given here. It's a quick volatility play you can do, or if it really declines, then you can just make a stronger support. But if you look at the chart here, it's very bullish momentarily. Although this shadow on the top might mean some volatility, we might still trade within the size of this candle's body on opening next week, forming something like reddish candle of this shape. Let's say, this shape within the body of the previous one. but still not it's not given. But if this happens, then this would probably the end of the upward break of the trend might be happening, or let's say then some corrections. But anyway, you can write some volatility waves here with this analysis. Quite quick advice on Snow, so you can try it and play here as well. So with this having said, for Snow there is not much to say anymore, because for longer period we really need to look when so-called dust will settle and we will see the real trends forming, because now it's pure in the beast mode, or boost mode if you like it that way, but still very nice to play with and a relatively safe game. So this is all for Boeing and Snow for today. Thank you for watching, and as you see, we give an analysis in advance and with several options, so it means that you can also watch our previous videos where the analysis is given for other stocks. Maybe the situation discussed there is just about to happen, so you can place your price alerts and make the trade, make the profit if you like the analysis. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, press the bell button. This way you will not miss our new videos and new interesting discussions for US-based stocks. Thank you, and see you at another episode of Stocks Advisor channel.